Welcome to the Career Refresh Podcast. I'm your host, Jill Griffin. Join me each week as we discuss the strategies to reset your career with actionable steps towards a finer future. I've spent my career working my way up and through the ranks of global organizations and startups. Today, I show others how to do the same. I'm on a mission to help professionals everywhere learn how to refresh and manage their minds so they can thrive in their careers. Ready? Let's do it. Welcome to the Career Refresh Podcast. I'm your host, Jill Griffin. I'm a former media and marketing executive, and I've been honored to be named one of Advertising Age's 25 Women to Watch. I worked my way up and through corporate environments and startups, and I've spent much of my career creating award-winning results for renowned companies like Coca-Cola, Microsoft, and GE. I've also worked for top agency networks like WPP, Publicis, Omnicom, and MDC Partners. I started to do mindset and career work almost 20 years ago. You see, right as my career trajectory started, I fell while hiking in Australia, and the experience led to some pretty intense head trauma. This forced me to refresh and completely reboot my career and my entire life. The injury compelled me to live on purpose rather than in reaction. And I became aware of just how much my thoughts were making an impact, not only on my recovery, but in my personal and professional results. Today, I am pleased to say that I spend most days symptom-free, but that wasn't always the case, and it especially wasn't the case when I was flying across the US to do a day trip to Seattle, or when I was under enormous pressure to deliver with limited resources and my need for perfectionism. Well, my brain would sometimes act like a real jerk to me. So other times I was able to recognize that it was my own thinking that was doing as much damage to myself as my airport lifestyle. I had to refresh my entire career narrative. I had to learn how both to reset my mind, but also my methods that were no longer working. I began to study behavior and mindset, and today I'm a certified career coach who has helped hundreds of professionals achieve enormous results in their lives. I've created this podcast as a place where I can answer your questions and share my experience with some common workplace challenges like confidence, imposter syndrome, networking, perfectionism, and offer you actionable tips so you can refresh your mind and your career. I'm on a mission to help professionals learn how to refresh their mind so that they can thrive in both their careers and their lives. I hope you enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you on the inside. Hey, thanks for listening to the Career Refresh Podcast. If you're enjoying this podcast and you want more career and mindset tips, get on my email list by going to jillgriffincoaching.com. I'll also put that link in the show notes. But before you go, please rate and review this podcast as it helps me get the word out to people everywhere so they can thrive in the workplace. I'll see you next time.